for a hard life.
This is Halcyon News.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you? You've changed your mind? Fine. You see, I really do need that seal. Rather desperately, actually. I can't grant you access to Byzantium without it. If the board learned of my foolishness, why... by the law, they'd fire me. No, please, hear me out. Gladys, and if I refuse, she'll have those goons at Sublight Salvage throw me down the waste disposal shaft.
Bon bref.
Spectrum vodka.
Bref. Ouais, regarde. Récupérer l'arme scientifique sur le précurseur. Ah. Dans la boutique de Gladys, apparemment, le contrebandier avait trouvé plusieurs pistes. Alors, un autre registre détente, on parle de archive dans la boutique de Gladys. La boutique de Gladys. Ah oui, mais c'est là où j'étais tout à l'heure, où j'ai pas trouvé de... épreuve de la boutique de Gladys, ouais. Mais d'abord, je vais aller voir En font les scientifiques là. Peut-être qu'il y en a un qui...
CNP Force Pocket. Anti-bacterial human aspect. Force Pocket.
Ah, il peut peut-être m'acheter mes armes lui. Ouais, c'est quoi, c'est easy. Ouais, bon.
Hey, look who it is. What'll it be?
Parce que déjà j'en ai beaucoup. Non, vendant. Ça là j'en ai deux. Ah, mitrailleur lourde. Perforateur. Terre grenade, j'en ai deux. C'est quoi ça? C'est lance-flamme. Pisse au moi. J'ai combien de ça? 8, ouais, ça va. Bref. Enfin non, c'est l'ingénieur
This
ici.
is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Groundbreaker may be awaiting. Routing through the backup relay has saved us a mess of trouble. Thanks to you, the auxiliary will handle the signal load when the primary's caught in the occlusion.
Ok, je filme. Moi c'est court, c'est bien. Faut pas perdre mon temps.
I was doing some maintenance on the radiators and found this lying around. You look like you need it more than I do.
J'ai pas vu. C'est comment de commander une usine pareille? Regardez.
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand. Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gaying, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Ça choisit votre vie, c'est pas juste.
Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out. You've got my attention. You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a moment before activating the sprinkler system. The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udom Bedford will do anything to please their corporate masters. You've got my attention.
Ok. Nous on est gentils, les conseils c'est des... Créatifs. Oh.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled
Ouais, j'ai
advertisement for the
pas
following
appris
story.
grand chose en fait par rapport à
Concerns
l'autre
citizens
arme.
often ask
Après
why there
on
aren't
s'en fout,
enough
c'est
new
pas le truc le
faces
plus
in the
important.
Halcyon colony. We all want new names.
Si c'est bon. Excusez.
Something the matter?
All organic ingestion materials are served at an excessive temperature. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed. Shock simulation restored. Initiating shocked subroutine. How dare you? Shocked subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
D'accord.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of
Oui, dans le bar, ouais. J'ai où il est le bar? Allez, je crois qu'il est à gauche. C'est trash, c'est trash. Oui, bon.
It get cooler in here? I swear they had the heat turned way the hell up.
Ouais. J'ai quoi quand même? J'ai ça, ok, super. Merde. Ça. Ça là. C'est ça qui est super efficace. Hein. Ouais. Attends, je l'avais enlevé. Ça me l'a enlevé. Oh. Tiens, je vais tester là la prochaine fois. Je sais même plus c'est quoi cette arme. Compétence arme de poing. Ultimatum force. Cette arme de poing aussi redoutable. C'est partie de l'équipement régulièrement d'un seul. C'est mitraille 308. Ouais, monstrueuse. Ouais. Mais il me faut une masse ou un truc dans le genre. 71 c'est pas assez. 108 c'est de la merde. 220, 133, 214, 175. Le truc le plus puissant que j'ai quoi, c'est ça? Non, c'est... Je sais plus c'est quoi, putain, c'est... 108, non, c'est ça là. On va voir s'il y a des quêtes qui se trouvent là, à mon avis, oui.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Le
Crossbow finals are scheduled to air
Ok.
soon, but a
Tu connais?
scandal has rocked the league
Ingénieur.
and thrown this pivotal
I'll be
game
just-
into question.
Non, elle a rien à dire.
Just a moment.
Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims.
Non, modèle.
A toss ball first.
Ah bah non, mais il y a personne ici,
Coaches
ouais.
and referees are debating
Je pensais qu'il y avait
how
un personnage
and if
qui...
this behavior could lead to an unfair advantage. This has been
Qu'est-ce qu'elle a à dire,
Halcyon
elle?
News.
What'll it be?
Ouais, bon, je vois. Ouais, bon, bah, eux, ils disent aller là, mais... Même tout ça, mais j'en apprends pas plus que ça pour les armes. Pas pour l'arme. Pourtant, ils disent aller là.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me? Straight to the point, eh? All right then, on you go. Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project.
I'm not sure that's entirely legal.
That's half the reason I make them, my dear. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear? Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea. Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs...
Tais-toi. Peut-être qu'il y a des larmes légendaires, je sais pas quoi. Putain, ils sont badass, fusil d'assaut léger. J'en ai pas des autant que badass que ça, les fusils d'assaut. Fusil d'assaut, j'en ai un 180. Ouais, fusil d'assaut, j'en ai pas. Peut-être lui vendre, moi. 180, 180. Je savais que j'avais un... Ah, moi que j'ai un fusil d'assaut, mais... Sur moi, là. Je peux toujours les vendre. Je vais lui acheter le... Ce putain de fusil d'assaut. Ouais, en fait, à mon avis, c'est ici que ça se passe, mais bon. Oh, mais attends, mais c'est pas rouge. En fait, je peux l'ouvrir sans problème. Cool. Donc, en fait, je peux ouvrir le coffre-fort. Je peux même lui ouvrir dans voler ça, ça va pas. Après, je peux ouvrir le coffre-fort, mais... Ouais, c'est ça, c'est ici que ça se passe. C'est qui lui? Non, ça fout. Ah, bah, pas. Mais non, putain. Des fois, ça le fait, des fois, ça le fait pas.
Mess with Gladys? You mess with us. What was that?
Quoi?
What do you think you're doing?
Ouais.
You and I never crossed orbit.
Let's end this quick.
On avait dit que vous fermez les yeux. Il y a quoi dedans? Il y a rien, y a rien de particulier, donc on s'en fout. Je crois. Putain, comment tu veux de... Faut ça comme faire ça, te faire choper, c'est pas possible vu qu'il t'en jamais. Ouais, bon, bref. Alors moi que je vais... Comme ça. Je me mets à genoux. Faut qu'il voit là. On voit pas. Hein. Je vais faire un bug.
What do you think you're doing?
Ouais, y a vraiment rien. J'ai cru que ça serait là-dedans qu'il y aurait un indice pour trouver l'arme, mais en fait, Bon, y'a rien, c'est bizarre, bizarre. Elle m'en dira sûrement plus quand j'aurai continué la mission principale à mon avis. Je savais pas qu'il y avait une porte. Ok, bon. On va continuer la mission principale. Hein. Parlez à lien, président de... Maintenant que vous pouvez vous rendre à Stellar Bay, Gladys vous assurait d'aller voir Lilia dans les bureaux de Sunlight. Voilà, Stellar Bay. Ouais, de toute façon il faut à Stellar Bay. Ça marche, ça marche. Bon bah let's go. Je sais si je peux me téléporter là. J'ai une arme aussi. Faut que j'aille là alors. Qu'est-ce que tu dis pour toi? Air d'atterrissage de celle-là, alerte danger, ça de Cascadia.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Waouh. Il y a toujours ce trait rouge. Il y a des armes qui doivent se faire réparer. Je peux pas? Je peux pas les réparer là. Non. Bizarre. Oh, il y en a que je peux réparer et d'autres pas. Oh, c'est bon. Comme on a vu. Ouais, lui, je peux pas. Ah oui, c'est vrai. Nouvelle planète. Quoi ça? Ça sert à ça. Oh, mais attends.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in.
Signé go. Si je signe pas, ça fait quoi? Il y a quelqu'un. Résident.
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
Je sais pas c'est qui. Je me casse. Ouais, puis on ne croit pas après. Le Yes Club. Est-ce que vers le... Ok.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock wheels, the worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I thought you were quoting It's a Wonderful Directorate.
Partage. Ok, ok.
New face, huh? You from Offworld? A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us? Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking. It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor Velma goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay. I wouldn't doubt it. You look like the type who tends to come out on top. Not like us cogs, trying to be the squeaky wheel but just getting deadlocked. It's been days, but Velma won't even hear us out. Maybe you could just make her listen to our demands. You would do that? We sure are lucky you decided to come up to the patio today. I knew drinking up here would be good for more than the view. Sure thing. What did you want to discuss? If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
Ouais.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby wrapped stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn wrapped out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you? Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you? Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head. Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set. Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Où ça? Là-bas. Président.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Cadre. Faites que des cadres.
I hope your being here means the board is loosening their restrictions.
C'est la restriction. Ah bon.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today? Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings, whatever Sebastian has in stock, really. So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else. Sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell. I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work. He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
Good to have standards, I guess.
I know what I'm looking for. Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
Ok, c'est bien.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
You'd be a hit in Byzantium.
Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here? Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate. But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna. Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
Because he's scared to go it alone. You need the board to hold your hand and tell you everything's gonna be okay. Ain't that right?
Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious. Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Can't imagine why you'd sneer at the notion of a free colony. Could it be because you're an agent of the establishment?
Not everyone likes the idea of hunting sprats in the back bays, Felix.
Your friend makes a good point, young man. I used to be young and idealistic too, but you can't run a city on high-minded ideals.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Ingenious plan? Don't get me wrong, I'm starting to admire your sand, but I bet you could overcomplicate a sisty sandwich.
What a charmingly roguish turn of phrase. Allow me to express my thanks at your confidence and assure you that my plan is indeed sufficiently complicated.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's a two-pronged approach. The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. Not long, but the devil is always in the details. And the salient detail here is a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
I was starting to get bored listening to you, until you said the phrase, extremely powerful ordnance.
It is quite the rush. In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in, these days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do for you?
Ouais. Et toi?
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
Pas encore. Je sais pas ce qui s'est passé, putain. Comment Velma de négocier Velma? Il est où Seb? Il est là-bas. Sébastien.
Wrapped Musk and Canid Eyes, right here. Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in Raptidon tongue? Or maybe some Canid toenails? You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts. I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
C'est parce qu'elle vous aime. Elle fait ça parce qu'elle vous aime bien. Ouais.
Nice of you to say. I like her too. And I gotta admire anyone with her passion for canid hides. But you don't have to butter me up.
Now I see what Celia was talking about. This guy almost reminds me of Irion.
Who?
An old acquaintance from the Groundbreaker. Real piece of work.
That's mighty kind of you to say.
But we were talking about what a lucky gal Celia is.
Anyone who can afford such a fine collection of Mantisaur claws has it pretty good. Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm? Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues.
Alors, je voudrais passer du temps avec elle. Je vous assure qu'elle ne demanderait pas de reste. Soudain. Voici 16 en compensation de la baisse de votre chiffre d'affaires.
I guess I could afford to take a risk. Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
Ok, je vais lancer ça là, un truc.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say? Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia. I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on? Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow, thank you.
rien. Voilà, c'est bon. Il y a des quêtes, mais tu rigoles en fait.
Ma'am, please, I need your help. I can pay.
Qu'est-ce qu'ils me veulent?
Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a Raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
It's more dissolving than melting.
That is not helpful. Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the Raptidons, Mantisaurs, and Marauders, the toxic sulfur pools and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen. Please, won't you go and find my boy? He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A Raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me. Well, I guess I can't ask you to leave the town walls for free. It is deathly dangerous out there. I've got some bits saved up for a rainy day. I'll give you every last one if you just bring my Tucker back to me. I won't even be mad at him running off. You tell him I won't be mad. He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a Mantiqueen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already. That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with the nutty iconoclasts, or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road as we speak. Or maybe Marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my... Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths.
Ouais, ouais. C'est bon. Allez, que je retrouve son fils. Oui.
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you?
Ok. Ouais, bon.
Help! Someone's been killed!
Quoi? Quelqu'un a été tué, comme ça. C'est rien.
I think I'm gonna be sick. I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Stellar B. Stellar B. Distributeur. Des couchettes quoi. Des couchettes. Quelque chose d'y un peu fait là. Ah, je ne sais pas. Qu'est-ce que Célia, c'est la fille qui est amoureuse là-bas. Très pour vous. Ouais.
Murder? Hey, is this the part where we go hunting for clues?
Not much I can do for this guy.
Crochet, crochet. C'est quoi ça? Ce ticket porte un dessin portant misé sur l'équipe presque qui a été émis par les... Okay. Voyons en acier inoxydable. Je pense que si le jeu vous le faites en difficile, mes compagnons peuvent crever. Enfin, j'ai ça, mais il semble pas que ça. Non, je suis con, j'avais déjà essayé. Mais ben, il mourrait pas en fait. Des indices. Tiens, un sac. Cette valise contient plusieurs tenues élimées, toutes de la même couleur et de la même... Oui, appartement. Ok, c'est fait. Enquêter sur le comptoir de Paris les filles.
Whatever you do, don't mention Tossball to Isaac. You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I haven't seen him in a while.
If you got him stuck in an hour-long rant about mostly colonists, you'd be thankful.
Hello, excusez-moi de vous déranger, mais j'aime lire. Laura.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
Ça va, ça va. C'est tout?
You again! You've really got to stop doing that!
Mais vous cherchez quoi là?
Keep it down.
Ah bon. C'est ici l'échelon de ces liens, je pense, non? Jamais ça sert à rien du tout. Voler quoi? Putain, faut troisième. J'aime bien voler. Ok. T'as quelque chose pour son fils. On va d'abord essayer de retrouver son fils à l'autre. C'est quoi ça? Président. Ok. Chef cuisinier Raymond.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit. Easy for you to say. You can hop into your spaceship and leave any time.
We're used to folks swooning at our feet. You don't gotta be embarrassed.
A healthy survival reflex is nothing to be embarrassed about. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves. Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rats spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation, and I was a fool for staying. Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run Monarch. Rest periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours long. It all sounds wonderful, until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy.
Vous avez un vrai problème de... On dirait que vous aimeriez...
That's what she said.
There's truly no end to my suffering. Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then? Nothing, that's what. Because MSI is not in what you'd call good standing with the board. So even if I could get out of here, no one's gonna hire me. Even talking about it has my blood pressure up. I've really gotta stop. Lucky you.
Good day to you. Good day to you.
They can't keep us out.
Dommage. Ok. Résident.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Qu'un hôtel ici.
If you want to talk to the boss, she's in the back of the warehouse.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry. Did she now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had sent you, there'd be a lot more expletives in your message. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Ah, c'est elle avec qui je dois négocier. Parce que les deux autres sont graves. Donc des histoires, quoi. Parlons un peu de Caleb.
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess. We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit.
These MSI types are living the dream.
Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra jugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind? Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts. We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the salt tuna, fat, and mostly tumor-free. Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say.
Caleb dit qu'il a besoin d'une augmentation pour compenser la fluctuation des prix. Travailler dur, non, vous ne pensez.
I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone. Hard workers? They turn dials and flip switches. The machines do all the actual work. Caleb and his crew have it better than anyone else around here, I'll tell you that much. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sublight contractors at this rate. Fine by me. Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer.
Ouais. Bah, non, c'est quatrième. Waouh! C'est quoi? Une piscine? Bon, faut que je les motive à revenir travailler les autres glandus de Manuel. L'entreprise est à faire faillite. Est-ce que je peux sauter de là-haut? Non, je peux pas sauter de là-haut, regardez. Limité. Donc l'autre, il piquait les médicaments, quoi. Fallait les détourner. Comme le dit si bien notre compère. Chat. Café. Ah, c'est du poisson en fait. Vermine.
You think the
Merde.
Nice going.
Bon, je sais que... Ok. Il est pas temps le mot de passe. Bon. C'est que ça se passe là-bas. On va se battre.
You ever watch Agent Khan? He's got this ship,
Pourquoi faut que
right?
j'aille lui parler,
Invincible, and we got a ship, right? So I got to thinking, who would win in a race? The Invincible or the Unreliable?
J'ai déjà trouvé mes
Felix, you watch too many movies.
Alors,
Adventure serials are my education. Where else am I supposed to learn how to kick a jackass in the chest? That's what being a pirate's all about, right?
Hate to tell you, but a lot of the job is waiting for a gig, then waiting to get paid.
Ils sont en train de faire de grosses discussions. Merde.
Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel? I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Ouais. Alors, Caleb croit que Velma détourne de l'argent dans des comptes de l'entrepôt. Velma. Si vous trouvez la preuve, il pourra utiliser comme moyen de pression pour visiblement négocier. Voilà. Ok. Pardon. Elle pique dans la caisse. En même temps qu'il le ferait pas.
You're probably looking for Velma. Watch out.
Ouais, mais je viens, mais comment tu veux que je trouve le mot de passe aussi? Ah, mais c'est pas Catherine ça? Non, ouvrir, attends, je me suis avoir deux fois.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Rien à dire de plus. Ouais. Merde. On va aller à l'appartement de l'autre. Ça prouve que c'est lui qui est mort.
Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the salt piece.
So, guess who Celia brought home the other night?
Finally. Now she can stop buying that junk from him. Might improve the smell.
Yeah, but the noise.
Bon, bah on dirait qu'elle a conclu. C'est ici que ça se passe, quoi.
You again! You've really got to stop doing that! Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
Dilated pupils, anxious posture, muscle spasms. She's high on some quality stuff.
No! Okay, maybe, just a little. Braxton always has a good stash, and I just like to let loose a little. Stop thinking about the marauders and the raptidons outside, you know? Oh, damn. He told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
You wanna know what I think? This Braxton fella threw away the trappings of society and joined a pack of wild raptidons.
Fouiller la maison. Tout est bleu. La maison.
Hey, Ellie. When was it that you realized the board was crushing the life out of this colony?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the board? The machine of oppression? Ain't that why you became a pirate? Because you wanted to be free and all?
I'm just after a paycheck, kid.
Ouais, la thune, la thune, la thune. Bon, vas-y. Stellar Bay Sud. Wow. Je m'attendais pas à ça.
Always wanted to visit Stellar Bay. Taking the sights, the sounds. Wait, what's that smell?
Am I the only one getting hungry?
Putain, on voit rien. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Oh, c'est la surprise ta mère. Mais voyons.
Looks like we're doing this.
Ouais, et d'accord, super. Je me suis fait défenestrer. Ça s'appelle défenestrer, ouais. Putain. Il n'y a pas de combat en fait. Toi, j'étais full de vie, ouais. C'est ce que je pensais. Faut que j'améliore mes armes.
Reminds me of the crew cabin on one of my first ships.
We gotta go exploring. I wanna see some savages.
Oh attends, ça fait 2 cartes. Bon, voilà, ça c'est fait. Stellar Bay. Brut. quoi dedans? La base, la base. Moquette? Maquette, ok. Il fait un peu plus jour maintenant, regardez. Alors, quand t'arrives ici, il fait super, il fait super sombre, je sais pas pourquoi. Encore des bestioles. On va leur montrer ce qu'on... C'est quoi l'arme que j'ai?
Heads up!
C'est quoi? Ok. Là c'est fait. On dirait une espèce d'église là. Oh les livres là, ça me fait penser à Fallout, les livres gris là. Prends le chapeau. Ok. J'ai pris un jeu chapeau. Prends tout. Je vais prendre ça moi. Voilà. Je m'y ferai jamais. Là c'est quoi? C'est condamné. Ça marche. Voilà. Il y a un gros trou là. Non, il y a une grosse cascade. Trop bien. Wow, je vais tomber. Est-ce qu'on peut tomber? Oui! Bah oui, on peut. Merde. Je pensais pas qu'on pouvait tomber. Bon, bref. Tu vois. L'église elle est là, ok, on s'en fout. Mais elle est quand même trop terrible cette putain de cascade. Tout pas. Une tornade. Je vais passer dans le trou. On s'en fout. C'est quoi ça?
Anything left that you can get behind? Exploring some ruins, killing some monsters. All we're missing is theme music. Now!
recharge un peu plus. Table de la mort. Oui, il est mort lui. Il est mort. Il est résistant l'autre, il est même pas mort. Ok. Ouais, j'ai plus de balles de cette putain d'arme de merde. Je sais pas d'ailleurs. Bon. Ah bon, ça a dû été attaqué. Par ces bestioles. Piano.
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
In my experience, any stranger this friendly either wants to rob and airlock you or sell you something.
Nonsense. Out here in the wilderness, we welcome all who come to our door. Now come in, make yourselves comfortable. I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here. The Raptidons and Marauders scare off all but the boldest. And if you've braved them, you must be exhausted. Why don't you stay for dinner? I'm sure I would remember something like that. Now, quit fretting yourself about that. Make yourself at home. Dinner's almost ready.
I think I just lost my appetite.
Ils sont chauds.
Oh, hello there. You come for dinner?
Ils l'ont peut-être tué, hein. Ils vont le bouffer. À mon avis, c'est des cannibales, je sais pas.
Sorry, I'm not real good with names. You got a funny way of putting things. I used to be good with words, but it feels like there's this fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before? That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
Maman. Ouais, c'est des cannibales, quoi. C'est des pauvres tarés. On va parler à la daronne.
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell. Yet the Eternal provides, does it not? The Eternal does not desire that we huddle and hide, crowded in by walls. We all share the spark of the divine, and we were made to spread it across the stars. Out here, we are free. And even apart from society, the universe provides for us, as your being here proves. That they do. Though it's up to us to make the most of those opportunities, wouldn't you say? Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner?
C'est gros comme une maison. C'est ouvert tout seul sa chambre. Chambre de fille.
Hey, what are you doing in my room? Maybe I'll tell Mama and Papa. Then you'll be sorry. You're trying to steal the last of my rocket candies, aren't you? The ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on it. Like the other man used to bring. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you.
Tu vas parler, oui.
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies? That's wonderful. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though. He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that.
Some kind of off-brand drug, maybe? Wouldn't be the first or the worst.
They went to have a talk with him. Afterwards, they said he wasn't coming back again. I don't know. I'm not really supposed to talk to strangers. Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever. Mama says they're a gift from the Eternal. Okay. Maybe I'll see you at dinner.
Think they'll notice if we slip out first?
Au manger au dîner. Kate. Là, y a rien. Des cartes. C'est fermé. Pas longtemps.
I've seen and made my share of corpses, but this is downright unsettling.
I am so glad I skipped lunch.
Merde, ils l'ont tué. Ils vont le manger, c'est ce que j'allais dire depuis le début, putain. Aux affaires de la maison. Pourquoi ils veulent me faire du mal? Après, ils m'ont proposé un bon repas, donc je vois pas pourquoi je partirais. Hein. J'ai pas intention de partir. Loin de là. Je vais me faire des nouveaux amis. Ah ouais. Je vais dormir. Après, ouais, il lui a rapporté des... Enfin, des trucs là. Est-ce que t'as une... T'as l'arme? Je peux prendre l'arme? Couteau de table laminate. Ah oui, on va... Bon, allons manger. Il va essayer de me tuer avant, oui. Elle est où l'autre connasse? Oui, s'ils acceptent de bouffer la queue... Je fouille pas tout, rien à foutre, moi. Là, je vais... Sommeil. Je vais me dormir dans son lit, non, peut-être pas. Attends, partout. Oh, il y a un truc. Mais non. C'est ça que je veux, moi.
Nice and easy.
Oh, ça va. Non, c'est trop important. Voilà, merci. Belle musique. J'avais pas vu, enfin... J'ai pas eu le temps de lire ce qui est... Ah, d'accord. Ah oui, c'est pour s'échapper, quoi. Parce qu'à mon avis, si j'étais sympa, ils vont essayer de me tuer. Bon, de toute façon, on va le voir. Hein. C'est où je mange avec eux, je dis bien ami avec eux, ou alors ils me tuent pour me bouffer après. Je pense que c'est plutôt la deuxième truc.
But what's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen. Oh dear. You've been nosy, haven't you?
Oui, c'est une de mes plus grandes qualités.
How very rude.
Time to teach you some manners.
They got the drop on us.
MDR. Ouais, bon, ouais. Bon, bref.
But what's this? Oh. Of course not. What better end for the day than a meal around the family table? And what more noble purpose for you than to bring us together?
Et je vous envoie plus de repas. Je viens de me réveiller après des décennies d'hibernation. Je ne dois pas être du meilleur goût. Vous allez mourir tous ensemble si vous ne pas sortir d'ici tout de suite. Oh, je n'ai... Ouais.
Now there's an intriguing prospect. Forgo the promise of a fine dinner now for others down the road. Martha, my dear, what do you say?
It seems the Eternal shall provide through our new friend.
And there we have it. Stop by any time, hmm?
Merci. Ben voilà, c'est ce que je voulais, être ami avec eux. Alors... corps à corps, distance, persuasion, passation, discrétion, ça faudrait que l'amour, fragilité. Ah oui, ça va bien. Je sais plus c'est quoi ça. C'est pour qui au-delà de 50, vous pouvez vous spécialiser. Les compétences de leadership augmentent la santé de vos compagnons. et leur capacité de combat. Pardon. Les narrateurs vous soignent vous et vos compagnons et leur se reposent des soins. C'est pas mal ça. Ouais, pour un 17. Je vais le faire. Ouais, j'ai vu. Piratage, crochetage. J'adore le crochetage. Voilà. Parfait. Bon. Je vais faire un truc au début. Il m'avait proposé un bon repas. Je vais l'accepter. Pour voir ce que ça fait. Je fais n'importe quoi là, putain. Comme d'hab. Je fais de la merde. Oui, ça, oui. Ça, c'est quand je suis sorti. Tu vois. Mais au tout début. Waouh. Vraiment. Putain, mais allez vous faire foutre, putain. Que ça couille, hein, que ça couille. Putain. Attends, j'en ai fait des sauvegardes, vous allez me dire, ils sont passés où? On s'en fout là, c'est juste pour voir ce qui se passe si j'accepte de manger avec eux.
Heads up!
Ça va comment je suis occupé.
A visitor? What an unexpected...
We're armed to the teeth.
That's the spirit. Now come in. Make yourselves comfortable. Excellent. You've arrived at just the right time. My wife is putting the finishing touches on dinner. Please, make yourself at home until it's ready.
I think I just lost my appetite.
What a pleasant surprise. Yet the eternal... What tiresome company we'd be. Fear not on that account. Besides... That they do. Look at me, prattling on as if...
On mange ou pas là? Non, bon, en fait non, ah, ok, j'ai compris. Même chose. Ok, bon là on est potes, on est potes. Salut, Lizzie.
Spacer's Choice pills, they cure all your ills.
Bon voilà. On va y aller. Il était sympathique. Quelle famille formidable. Moi j'achète des bols moi. Bon. On peut retourner. Attendez, l'autre elle voulait que je trouve des pilules aussi. Allez, au dispensaire de MSI pour récupérer des médicaments. C'est loin d'ici, c'est où ça? Si c'est dans mon chemin, c'est cool, mais si c'est pas dans mon chemin, ouais, c'est pas ici quoi, merde. C'est bon. Ah. Oh, bah en fait, c'est juste là quoi. Enfin, je sais pas. Pourtant, je vois rien du tout. Ouais, je pense que c'est ici, c'est dans la ville quoi. Logiquement. Bon, on s'en fout. Bon. Ok, je suis dans mon vaisseau. Putain, mais what the fuck, putain. Eh oui, ta mère la pute. Incroyable, putain. Bon.
I just don't get how you could be so casual about your integrity, Ellie. Way I see it, you're either standing up to the board, or you're standing up for him.
I know nuance ain't exactly your strong suit, but it's not that simple. Grow a few hairs on your chest and you'll see.
I might not have your schooling, but at least I stand for something.
And you'll fall for anything. That's how the saying goes.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts. That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
Merde, mais je voulais pas dire ça. Ouais.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now. Oh, sure. Because Monarch's just teeming with experts in the finer points of salt tuna health. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
Non, non. Bon, l'autre, il faut que je le convainc de retourner travailler comme ça sera bouclé. Attention.
Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us? Sure thing. What did you want to discuss? Nope. I'm calling her bluff. If she wants to threaten us, we'll see how she likes it when Sanjar finds out she gave Sublight even more dominion in Stellar Bay. I never meant to call for anyone's head on a pike. Velma's not my favorite person, but she ain't been cruel to us. Devil it all. Now you got me feeling sorry for her. Fine. I guess we'll go back to work to save Velma's job. We'll find a better time to negotiate our wages. Tell Velma not to worry. We'll look out for her.
Cool. Je crois que j'ai même pas besoin d'aller la voir. Je sais pas. Ah si, mais bon. Comme la carte n'est pas activée, c'est normal que je vois rien.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but... Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say. Sweetest words I've heard all day. Thanks for your help. You've gotten me out of a tight spot here. Take this for your efforts. Honest work deserves honest pay. Something else on your mind?
Ok, il faut que je trouve les médocs de l'autre. La pile fétiche. Allez au dispensable de messe pour récupérer les médicaments de Nyoka. Mais c'est ça, non? Ouais, c'est ça. Putain, le mec oublié. C'est à gauche, quoi. À droite. Trop cool cet endroit. Je connaissais pas. Ça veut se ou quoi? Tu vois ce que c'est. Mais bon bref, y'a rien. Franchement, je sais même pas pourquoi je l'ai piraté le bordel. Ça vaut pas le coup du tout.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Quite the bedside manner, lady.
Well, it's so rare I get the pleasure of new company. What can Auntie Abigail do for you? And what a helpful young lady you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits.
Whiskey helps, too.
Please leave medical advice to the professionals. Now, dearie, who's this pickup for?
Don't blame me if I puke on your shoes.
Aren't you a saucy thing? I may not be a fresh young thing anymore, but with age comes experience, dearie. Much as I'd love to, my rheumatism is especially fierce at the moment, and I'm all out of my medicine. But I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. You were here for Caffeinoid, weren't you? Who's it for? I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra? Isn't it just? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail? Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
Il va y avoir un moyen d'augmenter.
If so, I would love to know where. Sublight supplies don't come cheap.
I'd hope not. Fleecing's the mark of a real professional.
Believe me, there's nothing I'd love better than to help you. But there's not much I can do. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them. Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room, for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his. Careless experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll, eventually.
But until then, it's lots of fun.
Episodic pharmacological delirium is no laughing matter, young lady. Well, this certainly isn't worth my good health. I'll get you a dose, but I'll have you know, I'm very disappointed in you. There, and good riddance. That's the last help you're getting from Abigail Edwards.
Ouais.
Poor Braxton. I don't want to think.
C'est qui ça? Tu connais lui? Non, je m'en fous.
Ah, the charmer. Welcome back. Drinks, chat, all of the above?
Says someone who's never had any fun.
Exactly. See? I'm glad someone on your crew's got some sensible. Got her head on straight. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
That was fast. I gotta see about stocking some on the ship.
You be careful. The first one's free. After that, they'll offer you gainful employment. Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. It's south and west. Mostly follow the road till you're past Fallbrook, then look for caverns in the mountain. If you ain't into spelunking, there's a western slope past Rotting River, but it's dangerous ground. A lot of things that'll want to eat you there. Good luck.
Ok. C'est vrai que la défense aussi, c'est bien. Ensuite, avantage. Charge de recharge de capacité, temps de recharge de capacité, tu as un ennemi, réduit le temps de recharge. Ok, c'est cool, réduit le poids. C'est consommable. Offrir un bonus de compétences de dialogue. Non, tous les cas des armes silencieuses. Vous savez faire avec les marchands pour qu'ils augmente la portée sur millions des objets. Ok, quand vous utilisez des... On devrait éviter cette action et les déplacements parce que... On fout, augmente le dégât par les armes scientifiques. Autre chose de... Réduire les pertes de pression que vous perdez. Les marchands et les distributeurs vendent des munitions. Ouais, je sais pas, je vais faire ça. Journal. Un homme a été tué dans un appartement des voyous en acier. Vous voyez l'appartement, les victimes avaient un ticket de Paris, de comptoir de Paris, de la fête. On dit, ouais, on va faire ça. Regardez, ah oui, bah voilà. Je pouvais faire ça en arrière, mais maintenant je peux le faire ça en avant. On va chez elle là? Ah non. C'est ici. Intéressant.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
The Darlings? Seriously? I mean, yeah, you're looking at the Darlings' newest recruit. Boss is a shoo-in for Rookie of the Quarter.
I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? But what are you doing on Monarch? Ha! Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought.
You get to listen to games all day? Stellar Bay really is a paradise.
It's pretty swell, but it's a whole lot better with company. Say, I don't think I've seen you before, and I'd remember that face.
I'll try not to be a stranger then. Name's Felix, by the way.
You should stop by more often. The games are always better when you've got someone to celebrate with.
Sounds like a good time. I wouldn't mind bringing a couple drinks and settling in for the pennant match.
Look at me, getting carried away again. So, what can I do for you?
Je serais un ticket de... Vas-y.
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth. Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money. I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do. Hey there, Felix. What can I do for you? Graham's always filling the airwaves with this propaganda, like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
Ok. Vas-y Félix, va avec elle. C'est pas moi. Ouais. Je suis toujours dans la même quête. Sur les docks.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colonies.
Uh-huh.
Think they're watching the same serials, following the same tossball games?
Mm-hmm.
You're not listening to a word.
Hey, Ellie. Hey, Ellie, how's your head? Still spinning?
Felix, the secret to surviving a good night is a big breakfast. Wait, what are you yammering about?
I was just curious is all. You used to make a face whenever we talked, like you had a headache. But I guess you're feeling all right now.
Look, you're okay, but don't go rubbing it in, all right?
Ça va pas beaucoup. Bon alors parlez putain.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley. Carry on.
Bertha. Oh, Bertha. Bertha c'est une meuf de Fallout 4. Dans le DLC Far Harbor. Je l'ai enfin retrouvée putain. Bah, elle a grandi. Je me suis grave cassé pour toi. Bah,
As
nickel.
you were.
Je suis trop content de te voir. Bon, c'est qui lui?
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market. Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
J'avais un verre. Ok, oublie ça. Réponse.
Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly? Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
C'était facile. Et elle ne revenait pas. Sauf toi, Bertha. Putain, elle va où elle? Non, on les voit pas, on les voit plus. Putain. Oh, ça s'est écroulé sa mère. Bon, mon avis. Bon, faudra que je le dise à l'autre que c'est bon. Bah, je sais plus qui d'ailleurs. Non mais faut que je fasse un intro.
A fine day for business, isn't it? Anyway, what can I do for you? But that's terrible. What happened? I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them eventually. Of course I would have. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
Staying long?
Pourquoi? Ok. C'est là-bas. J'aurais dû acheter des balles, putain.
Always wanted to visit Stellar Bay. Taking the sights, the sounds. Wait, what's that smell?
Am I the only one getting hungry?
Oh, un vaisseau. Ok. Prends un bain. Bain de pied. Quelque chose ici. Putain, mais j'ai plus de balles de tout, attends. Ouais, d'accord, des balles de ça. Mais bon.
Got it. Heads down. Are these real ruins? Huh. It's just like in the series.
Their mistake.
Nickel, merde. Oui, un truc. Nickel.
Sorry, Captain. Headed back. I'm going.
Allez, tous ici. Tous ici. Ah oui, c'est nickel. Ah non, il est là. Putain, mais j'arrive pas à bouger. Pardon. Je peux pas monter là? Allez, ouais. Comment on attend? Pourquoi j'ai plus de là? Il faut que je me trouve... C'est pas ça. Ouais, ouvre droit. Batterie. Cartouche. Lourde. Oh, pièce d'armure, c'est bien ça. T'as d'autres des conneries à me sortir?
Hello? Hello? I hear boots out there. Wait, can rats wear boots? Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Mantiqueen showed up. Then Raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here and, now the door's locked. Little help? Phew. Thanks, lady. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross. What do you mean? It's locked. Wait, upward? Oh, my eternal soul, it worked!
Ah, phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights. Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy, and hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend? Thanks a lot, lady.
Vous êtes là, vous? C'est bon. Plus de balles, c'est bien ça. Crochet, crochet. Voilà. C'est bon. Ça t'en fout. Je vais prendre le Lost Lamp pour voir. Je pense pas que c'est super efficace, mais bon, bah je sais pas. J'aurais pas dû faire ça, j'aurais dû faire ça. Ouais, bon.
Heads up!
C'est la guerre. Il y a une porte à la droite. De touche quand même. Ça jouera pas. C'est quoi l'arme là? Peut-être les gars, je sais pas. C'est bon, on les a tous. Pas tous, c'est pas cool. Je vais travailler quand même. C'est bon, on les a tous défenestrés. C'était facile. On va pas rentrer, ok. On était où là? C'est là. Merde. Je crois qu'on va... Pression légère. C'est pas dans l'atelier que je peux fabriquer des balles ou alors je confonds avec Cyberpunk. Je regarde ça. Je sais plus. Bricolage. Réparer. Non, je peux pas faire des balles. Non, c'est dans Cyberpunk que je pouvais fabriquer des balles. Moi je suis là. En fait c'est gros putain. Ok, ça c'est fait, j'ai récupéré son truc à l'autre. C'était que je devais aller aussi, journal. J'ai assez de trucs, ok, on va faire ça aussi. T'as qu'à faire, de toute façon je pense que c'est vers là-bas ou voilà. Ok, il faut aller ici, c'est de quel côté? C'est là-bas, on y va. Et on pouvait pas aller dans un autre bâtiment là-bas? Voilà. Yes, elle est trop bien cette arme. Ah, je vais faire un truc. Ouais. Modificateur. Alors, la vitesse de marge en place. Semelle, non. Forcément. Réparer, maintenir. Looter au rébut. Non. À moins que c'est pas ici qu'on peut les modifier. Ah, mais c'est dans. Je crois que c'est dans l'établi. Il me semble. Bricolage. Ah ouais, c'est un bricolage, il me semble. C'est laquelle que c'est celle-là hein. Ah, mais tu vas bricoler avec quoi? En fait, là, je suis en train de l'améliorer, quoi. Enfin, d'augmenter ses dégâts, quoi. Il fait pas mal de dégâts, n'empêche, contre les bestioles de la con. Voilà, 300 watts. On va même en compter encore à droite. Un magnum de bordel. Elle est où ma masse, moi, putain? 213. Réparer. Modifier. Ouais, je peux pas la modifier, l'arme que j'ai. Bref. Faut aller là-bas, quoi. Conseiller chez Bestiole. Clé du bâtiment. Armure plombée. C'est là où il y a les cannibales. Je me demande qu'est-ce qu'ils deviennent. Peut-être qu'ils ont été éliminés. Je pense pas, mais on peut toujours vérifier. Non, c'est toujours là. Ok, bon.
Spacer's Choice pills, they cure all your ills.
Bon. Il m'a pas vu. Ouais, je voulais vérifier si c'était bien de l'acide. Là j'ai des trucs, je sais même pas ce que c'est ça. C'est quoi ça? Ça va, au moins il y a pas d'endurance. Oh, fait chier. Ils nous ont pas vu. C'est RGB le sol. Il est quoi là? C'est une grotte. Entrepôt. Il y avait un truc à faire dans l'entrepôt, je sais plus. Tu me diras maintenant que j'ai découvert, je pourrais peut-être me téléporter pour une prochaine mission ici. Logiquement. Marteau à impulsion. Batterie. Un super ordinateur. Ketchup, quoi. Pièce d'armes. Ouais. participez pas à tout accident autorisé, cet équipement peut vous exposer à des blessures. Ouais, je vois. Là, ça fait partie d'une quête, c'est sûr. Ok. Bon, bref. Moi, j'ai découvert cet endroit, dans le moment où je pouvais me téléporter prochainement.
Here they come! Something else! Everyone all right?
Ok. Et voilà, rien de... Ok. Le truc là il est scellé de toute façon. Je sais pas que ça se passe que. Il y a un feu. Ben voilà. Voilà. Ouais. Anti-émeute. Babou. Bon.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the Iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his Philosophist truths, and the Iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it. Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems. Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep. The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
Ok. Sinon ton chef c'est qui?
Good luck in all that you do.
The infamous Amber Heights.
Tristement célèbre. Je sais pas que c'est quoi ici.
What a bunch of junk. Nothing useful in this whole lot. Carry on.
Ugh, my stomach.
Ok. Alors, on peut acheter des balles là-dedans? Je sais où ça se passe. Acheter. Ouais, c'est quoi? Ouais, mission légère, nickel. Putain, 340 le truc. Ah. Soyez-le. J'en ai dit tout le monde. truc, je crois. Hein pour. C'est pour ça, je sais pas. Ah, vous... Non, non c'est pas possible. Non, c'est bon, j'ai peur. Bref. Ah, je peux voir dans mes trucs. Revu. Ok, c'est bon, c'est nickel.
All I'm saying is it ain't worth it. It's gonna taste like sulfur all the same. Nuh-uh. Taro's got that sweet.
Oh, hello.
Ah, bah c'est elle.
Good to see you again. Damn right. Ain't nothing in the wilderness can stop me, except being locked up. Well, on the way back, I twisted something in my leg, foot area. Where does my foot end and my leg begin? Wherever that is, it hurts.
I'd offer to take a look, but you should milk that for as much R&R as you can get.
Oh yeah, good thinking. Maybe once it's all healed up, I'll go find that rock again. So, no runs for me for a little while. Time to kick back and relax.
Le pied. Il faut le dire vite.
I did a dumb thing. I was trying to get away from a terror ray. Usually, you can just get a ways from their nest and they'll stop following you. But this one was really persistent. Chased me for, I don't know, forever. Scratched me up butt good. I barely got away. Then I tripped over a void damn rock. A rock! Not even a slippery one. Till it stops hurting, I guess. Zora says I'll be fine in a month or so. Huh? Why? Okay.
Ouais. C'est un bar, ça.
Huh.
H. Boum. T'es cure. Bah bon, ouais.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger? Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the Iconoclasts? Help us free this world? I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? Had hoped she'd accept my decision. Let me guess. You're here to collect it. Well, I can tell you right now, it is not gonna happen. I won't go back. My entire life, she locked me in Stellar Bay because she was afraid. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you.
Show up with a bottle of vodka and some real good cusses. That'll show her how much you've grown.
Then she'll think they've brainwashed me into some kind of hooligan. As far as she's concerned, if I make any decision that's not aligned with hers, someone else convinced me. She doesn't want to see me as anything other than her baby boy. Why would I go back again? What'll be different this time? You're right. I can do this. I just need to stand my ground and make her see she can't control me anymore. No one can.
Cool. Voilà. Ellie. Chance de recharge de capacité. Coffret une chance de immédiatement la capacité. Je sais pas ce que c'est. Ouais, augmente les dégâts de la capacité. Félix. Nice. Bon ben ça c'est fait. Ordinateur Hugo. C'est heures du travail. Écrit quoi? Piratage, initiation d'assistance. Je peux rien. Je sais même pas, j'ai désactivé quoi. il y a un truc, mais quoi? Bon, H.
Never seen you before. Take my advice. Move on. Get off-world if you can. If you can't, get to the bay. I've been halfway around T1. Monarch, they call it now. Been around it twice. Stood at the hot pole and the cold. Nothing on this moon for nobody. Just a lot of heartbreak. A great many things. I'll tell you what. You want to listen to an old man ramble? Might be a job in it for you. I used to run with a squad of mercenaries here. Good folk. Fella named Lamont introduced me. Thing is, I ain't seen them in an age. Stands to reason they got themselves ate. Oh, sure. I was with them when the corps were leaving Monarch. Hell of a time, that. We split ways around the time this twice-fucked moon got abandoned. Thing is, I got myself some fond memories. We had some keepsakes of ours we kept in a lockbox, and I've been thinking about seeing it found. I'll be glad for it, but I ain't stupid. This planet tends to get people killed. I just want some closure. Thereabouts. Appreciate it, kid. I'll mark an outpost on your map. You spend a lot of time out there. Might be a good place to start. Here's a key for the door.
Merci. Alors. L'avant-poste. Carte connard. Un chef là-dedans? Ah oui, c'est peut-être lui, hein, H, le chef, je sais pas. C'est bizarre.
Fucking weird, Carl. I don't think he can hear you. He's in the zone.
Ah, j'ai pas... Ah bah si, j'étais à droite. Bon, je sais pas... Non, j'ai pas été. C'est tous des révolutionnaires. Putain de barbe. C'est ça la fumée qui disait l'autre. Aïe. C'est quoi ce soir?
Oh, fuck's sake. I'm gonna lose my lunch.
It ain't right. How many good folk we gonna lose to our missions? That's just the way of it. We gotta earn our keep out here. Don't mean we ought to be following her into the jaws of a man.
C'est la doc.
Move along.
Huh?
As you were.
C'est nickel, hein?
A Manta Queen.
Yeah. We felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
A total failure, then.
So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Van Noys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... Ah, let's talk later. It seems we have company.
Bonjour, je suis la compagnie que monsieur y parle.
What? Sorry. Long day.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
Mais votre aide. Alors. Et quand signez-vous exactement, Mike?
Ah, yes. The first step to accepting the truths of philosophism is to open your heart to its wisdom. I've found the written word to be quite effective in helping people do that. But alas, the eternal truth hasn't been generous with the paper and ink. Now, why have you come?
I heard about you. You're trying to change the colony, right? Transform the soul and character of Halcyon.
Right you are, my boy. Soon every man, woman, and child will experience their own spiritual awakening under my guidance. The Iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower of enlightenment. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved by a corporate ladder. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles. Oh, yes. Gunships hover in our skies, ready for the day they decide to come to our doors waving banners of war. The perception of visionaries is often tainted by the lies of their oppressors. A sad state of affairs, to be sure. All right. I'm sorry. As long as it's been, I'd still rather not speak of it. That was a painful day for us all. It's fine. Perhaps someday I'll be strong enough to recall that tragedy, but today is not that day. Why have you come? A great many things, in fact.
We could always use a hand rounding up supplies.
Or... Now here's an idea. There's an old printing press I've been trying to get up and running. Oh yes, many facilities lie abandoned in the wilderness. I believe the press could be operational again with a little elbow grease and luck. Will you aid us in our cause? Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Forget it. Huxley's still recovering. She won't be up for a run for a while yet.
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead. One of our sympathizers, a woman named Carlotta, periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup. She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
So you're her mysterious savior. She sings your praises.
That girl and her songs, so eager to learn, so bright-eyed, so tone-deaf. Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
Ok, ok, ok. Bon, ça c'est bon. Cool. Dans tous les cas, faut que je me pète de la porte. Ouais, faut que je me pète d'ici. Si on a fumé avant, on fait comment pour la... Établi. Quel problème? Ok. C'est quoi le problème ici? Bon, c'est quoi ça? Ça va les autres.
Ah, crazy town. Never change.
May the eternal truth guide you.
On t'avance, toi.
Captain.
Ah, faut que j'aille le récupérer quoi, un truc à presse-papier, je sais pas quoi, lui. Ouais. Ah, faut que j'aille aussi là. C'est où ça? C'est là-bas. Ouais, il n'y a pas de point de téléportation, c'est bizarre. C'est débile. À la con ça. On va aller faire sa fête si on y arrive. Ouais, c'est pour aucune balle. Ouais, mais ils sont efficaces, putain, ils ont défoncé. Ah, c'était pas des montes, c'est pas possible. Putain, il me semblait en avoir deux derrière des montes, mais en fait, non, c'était pas des montes. C'était des petites bestioles comme ça, ouais, j'allais dire, parce que putain. Oh, tu regardez, c'est des champignons. On dirait rien. Il y a putain. Il est où ça?
Love to get my hands on whatever did that.
Ouais, parce que putain. Je sais pas. On saute. Oh, j'ai réussi, putain.
Hello there. A word, if I may be so bold.
C'est qui ça?
Well, now, wait a minute. I still hear those sores crying across the way. How is it you're here and they're still alive? Evidently so, stranger. I don't suppose you'd mind stopping a minute and helping me out? Those beasts don't seem to want to leave. I'm of the mind they need forceful convincing.
Bon bah let's go hein. Sinon tu viens ou...
I still hear those beasts out there. I believe I'll just wait.
On va au pire des bientôt. Hein.
Make him regret it.
Corée, oh merde.
Nobody messes with you, boss.
Ouais, cette casse. Il est mort l'autre. Ça va être souvent. Ta gueule. C'est lui qui est. Ouais bah je crois qu'il est mort. Hein. Bref. Dire. Il fallait y réfléchir avant hein, de vouloir se battre contre des monstres. Bon. J'arrive, vous là-bas. C'est bon. Y'a rien, oui. C'est ce que j'allais dire, à la croisée des chemins. Faut que j'aille là-bas, mais il y a un truc là-bas aussi. On va t'en parler là. Alors on va là au premier. Bon, ça sert à rien, autant aller vers la quête. Tu me diras, si je découvre l'endroit, je pourrais peut-être me téléporter. Hein. Ouais. Ce sera peut-être mieux. Ce sera peut-être mieux. Voilà. Putain, j'ai un truc à faire ici, mais je sais plus quoi, putain.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits. Guess it's true. Fallbrook really is the best kept secret in all of Monarch, excepting the Borst Factory's secret ingredient. We're a leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand? Swell. We like quick on the draw types like you. Saloon is straight back and to the right. Once you're feeling sated, you're welcome to a private cabin. Only $250 a night. Ms. Malin can let you one if you're interested. She's the one who runs this racket. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron. No reservation, no problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Straight back and to the right. If you hit the falls, you've gone too far. Check in with Ms. Malin. She'll set you straight.
Okay.
Sublight territory. Feels like being home.
We gotta make for the bar. Play a couple rounds, crack a couple heads. You know, socialize.
Cliente.
I think I'll go for a swim.
Take a gander at that mug. I ain't ever seen someone so adept-looking my whole life.
He means gullible, Captain.
Adept looking, huh? This guy taking a snipe at your looks?
Oh, now, come on. All I mean is, well, rather that, you don't seem like the usual pigeons we pluck. No offense, of course, if you are a Byzantium goldblood. Say, I'd like to do you a favor. Might I interest you in a surefire scheme? Wink, wink. Oh, I enjoy a good challenge. I'll get right to it then. Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Recently, I had the genius idea to cut costs in half by swapping our autoloaders with faster, cheaper sprats. See? I know a fellow genius when I clap eyes on him. Too right you are. Only problem is my sprat carriers ain't arrived from their latest run. As I was saying, you look more capable than most of the hoople heads around these parts. What say you locate him and retrieve the goods for me? In return, I'll cut you 5% of the profit. Th 35%? Are you out of your gourd? If I wasn't recovering from a bout of Morgellons, I wouldn't stand for this. But things are what they are, so I'll agree to it. But not half 1% more. My Sprat carriers scurry back and forth through the shipping tunnels. Any trail ought to start there.
Ça va.
When you've got the goods, I'll be here.
Put. Distributeur. C'est une chambre ça. Ok.
No, but thank you. I'm quite all right as I am. Can't fathom why you'd go searching her out. But it's your neck on the noose. I was told she runs the saloon. Don't suppose I could just ask you to scram. Deal? A rather bad one indeed. The fella swore Fallbrook was unrivaled in its leisurely pursuits. But it seems to me the whole town is designed primarily to leech one's bits. And now that I've run dry, or nearly so, the fellas have abandoned me back to Byzantium. You wouldn't leave a friend in need, I'm sure.
Lol.
Want to make a run with me to Stella Bay? Boss lady told me to take the night off.
No, I'm beat. Just got back from delivering to that house with the strange family.
The ones that always smell like coffee, got splotches of blood on them?
Yep. Oddest thing. They started ordering cans of boar
Ils ont pas trop
but only
blessé,
if
bien.
they come from the C&P factory.
Makes you wonder what the secret ingredient is.
Ok. Le saloon il est là. Puis ça ressemble à tous des salons électriques. Agent d'assurance.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
Lenteur d'esprit.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Pourquoi avez-vous un bureau sur mon arc? Pourriez-vous me sujet de votre prise d'assurance?
We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium. Oh, it's certainly not about what I say. That's all down to our legal team and our CFO. Plenty. As my boss likes to say, there's a policy for every situation and an exclusion for every policy. We've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statements, disastrous marriages. Usually character actors, or corporate execs with menacing stares.
Merde.
That policy is almost exclusively for our corporate clientele. In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, They need some kind of protection against the damage to their sales and reputation. Those are mostly for top-rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial capital wrapped up in their marriage contracts. There's one for your beloved eloping with your sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation of a secret love child. We try to cover every possible hazard to domestic bliss.